To give you a little idea of what you have to go through to learn how to fly these, and this model is actually a prototype, and if you can see here, it had some issues. And this wasn't pilot error, just machine hit the brick. And you can see that the damage on this, and the one Vinny's going to be using in this video is new, improved version of this. So here we go.
Back to the park where it is light and Vinny's prepping his heavy lift Dixie to practice. Now what is this? Is that a filter?
So it's about to be a filter. So this is a step-up ring, because our ND filters, what's an ND filter?
ND?
Yeah.
Not dumb.
Not dumb. You gotta look at you looking at your frame here?
Yeah. That's what I forget to do.
So the ND filter makes it dark, right? It's like sunglasses. So it's pretty bright out today, so we're gonna make it a little darker with this. And this filter is obviously bigger than the lens, so we had to add a step-up ring so that it fits better.
Oh, that fits your other cameras too? Or your other lenses?
Yep. So I use them for both. So now...
I can't see anything.
Yeah, we're not up yet.
If you can see here, I have a monitor which will show me what the big camera there sees. This little camera here is what Vinny sees when he's flying it, but he can't see the big camera picture. He's got it figured out. Oh, and there's my beautiful wife. Look at me.
No.
Look at me.
No.
Come on, Don, you look cute.
You are cute. There she is, my cute wife.
See?
Yesterday was Vinny's birthday. He was 26.
Getting old.
How old were you?
38.
38.
Wow. Now, what is all this strapping? That's all just...
Super professional straps.
Hopefully it doesn't fall off.
So this is to keep all the cables for the wireless transmitter out of the props. Because
that's a good idea.
That would be...
You can see these props have no shroud or ring thing around them or anything like that. So what you see is what you get hit with.
Yeah,
if you get hit.
Would not be good.
So the pipe cleaners.
That's Gino's.
No, I know. But
and is this is the footing that you land on?
Mm-hmm.
And you've never figured out how much this weighs?
I haven't weighed it yet, no. I know how much the camera and everything weighs.
How much the camera weigh?
With everything besides the drone, so the filter, the lens, camera, wireless transmitter, this camera plate, and cables and strap weigh like 1,550 grams.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is in American.
Oh, I should have brought that blanket.
Blanket?
Take a nap.
Tauntaun is 100 degrees.
Alexa, what is 1,550 grams in pounds?
That would be 3.42 pounds.
That's just the camera.
That's just the camera.
Wow. I wondered if you do tighten that. That's a good idea. Every time you fly it, you tighten it.
Yeah.
So the camera doesn't fall off.
So, yeah, check that. This thing. Okay.
It's not very stable when it's like rocks.
Boy, it's perfect in the shade, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, having a wider base plate would be smart, you know, but
Couldn't you have that guy make one?
this is what I'm dealing with. So, now we're all ready to go. So what we have to do, since we don't have the hot swap, or we're not using the hot swap, I have to power the drone on, which powers the camera and the wireless transmitter. With this camera, it's annoying because it takes probably 60, 70 seconds to initialize and power up. So, and then we got to make sure all the camera settings are right, and that's already eating into power from the battery, which these batteries last, you know, 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Gosh.
So it's just a quick turn, and then it's, the reason again we have the hot swap is because if we get set, we power everything on, we're all ready to go, and then the director goes, oh, okay,
What?
actually, let's see, actually we need to change this, let's go over here, and it's like, it's already killing power.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden if we take off at half power, then we get yelled at because we only have 2 minutes
Okay.
to fly.
Yeah.
Tell me what the hot swap is again.
So basically the hot swap is, these are 2 4S batteries, which basically means this is an 8S drone. So we have 2 other 4S batteries, but they're really small. And so we plug that into this hot swap plug here, and then that's also powering the drone, and then we unplug these, and by having the hot swap plugged in, that makes it so we don't have to power down camera, and we would never lose feed on that, because there's a couple seconds to connect all this, and then again, you know, about a minute to power the camera on, which on set,
So that's just basically so the camera can boot.
yeah. So you don't have to do you don't have to power down the camera and connect the monitor every time.
Okay.
So you're just saving time, which again, when you have 40 people staring at you, you know, 30 seconds is a long time.
So, Vinny, how come you don't have that power?
He doesn't need it now because
Oh.
Because we're
We're
moving
not yelling
slow
at him.
and it's not exactly working right. I need to get it worked on. So,
Uh-oh.
okay, so camera's powered on.
Switch warning.
what is it doing?
Thinking?
It's connected.
I still don't think it's anything in my camera, my monitor.
Okay, you will here in a second. Okay, so now another stupid thing with this camera is if you have this cable plugged into the camera when it starts,
Yeah.
there's a chance that it can get fried, this port, which is how you view everything. So that's not good.
Okay, that picture is really light. See, I can see right here what the big camera is doing. Yep. See, you can see his hand moving.
Okay,
Then he can see a picture on top of the camera that adjusts the focus. So you can adjust the focus or the aperture. Or...
Yep, so I can control. So aperture is here if you look at the monitor.
Okay, go ahead.
It's going all the way
Oh, yeah?
dark. And then if I open all the way up,
Good, good.
how's it
Thank
going? So that's all the way open at 2.9. And if I close all the way down to f22, that's obviously darker.
Right.
We like to fly at about a 5.6. And then focus.
5.6 is kind of your ambient.
Yeah,
setting?
it's just like where we're at setting wise kind of makes the most sense. And then here's focus. And that's obviously.
Well, how do you know what? How do you focus on something? You just get a general
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
just make it so that it kind of gets everything. So this is like a little bit less. And that's also why we're shooting at.
Does your aperture affect your focus?
It affects how deep the focus is. So if I'm shooting at 2.9, the focus is pretty small. Like if I was shooting this way, maybe only, I don't know, maybe only this lens would be in focus. But if I stop down to like a 5.6, which is what I'm shooting now, maybe this lens and the remote would be in focus. If I shot at f/22, it'd be the lens, the remote, gearbox, and then mom on focus. So when we're flying on this, obviously we don't have anyone controlling focus. So that's why we stop down some. Okay, so you got a picture over there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now I'm gonna roll camera. And you
So-
should see it, so it's red, right?
Where's red?
The bottom right hand corner, you see a big red dot?
Right there?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh.
top right hand corner.
Okay, so that's mom and dad being recorded.
So he's
Dixie.
putting Dixie on the landing pad or launching pad or
Whatever pad.
Yeah, what do you call
whatever
it, Pat?
pad. I just got a helipad, I guess.
Heli-
helipad. It's a hell of a pad.
It's a hell of a pad.
Okay, he puts this get up on and he sees the front camera on the drone.
He sees this.
So he's flying like he was sitting in the drone like a actual pilot would do on an airplane. Of course, it's all remote control now.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture of him launching.
How's the picture?
Little light, but
Looks a little bright?
yeah,
Light.
right,
Thick.
light.
Still look bright?
No, that was better. When you get lower, maybe it's because the grass is dry.
When I look up at the sky, is that bright?
No, you clouds. See clouds.
Got a power lines over there. Be careful.
I don't know if I can see a picture of him flying and the
Mm.
Much better reception now with the antennas. That's good.
yeah, I got a lot of shadows.
Oh,
Why does it make that noise?
why does it do that?
So whenever I do like a dive like that,
Yeah.
you actually want to kill the power so that gravity kind of just pulls it back down. And then you kind of reset. Just like this. So now I have no power and then I slowly add power.
Holy crap! That's Let's see if we can see. Now we can't.
Well, can you see it?
No, I can't see. Whoa.
But when you cut the power like that, you have to. You can't go too low or.
I'm not killing the power, I'm just killing the power as in I'm reducing the power all the way, I'm not killing it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I'm starting the motors again mid-flight.
You're gonna say the recovery. You've got to be careful with the recovery and stuff. I would think.
Obviously you gotta make sure you...
That's what he's. Now, where did you learn to fly this thing? Is this just from the little ones you've learned?
Same thing. Higher risk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Are you landing? Your battery, does this tell you where your battery's at on this thing?
This is all on mine. I'm at 3.7 volts, which is pretty high, but
See, you're looking at it. See, he's looking at us. Oh, he parked.
okay.
So, I want to see how you change the batteries.
Since I had the
And how
camera
do you-
off, I didn't tell, but he was explaining how this is a playback on the camera, and there's a bug.
You just spit on it.
There's a
So the thing
bug
that
on the
sucks.
lens. Okay.
So you'll lose picture over there because I'm gonna unplug this.
Yeah.
So
I lost the picture.
without the hot swap, what we have to do is you never want to pull power from the camera. You just want to turn the camera off and let it power down.
Okay.
So now it's shutting down, which again on this camera, it's kind of annoying. It takes a while.
So, Vinny, does it not get hot?
What?
Doesn't the camera get hot? Or
Nah, this
Nothing?
camera does a pretty good job.
okay.
Okay, so the camera's officially powered off. So now we unplug these super annoying plugs.
Telemetry lost.
Turn it around. Pull that out. Now I have a couple of these.
I was going to say maybe that would be helpful for somebody that.
You have the slide-in things?
I have two of them, yeah. But if this keeps working out, which so far so good,
Need more.
I'll probably get a couple more.
And does the guy print them out for you? Is that
These are a little bit more. These are actual carbon fiber. Okay, so this is at. You always want to store all your batteries at 3.8 volts. So I just did my test. Actually, do a test like this. Plug this in. I don't know if you can see, but 3.815 volts. So
that's what you store them at when
so
you
that's the
transport them?
storage, yeah. So for obviously storage and for when I'm flying with the plane, that's what I want those to be. So that one's done.
Okay, so how do you know? I mean, I'm sure you have it organized where you know these have already are dead.
Not really. I mean, if I on a shoot, yeah, they'll be in different sections. Like we have that cart, so it'll be everything that's new will be in certain bags, and then everything that's needs to be charged is either on the charger or in a different pile.
Okay.
When I'm doing this kind of stuff, I kind of just same thing. I have different piles because that's what sucks about these. There's not like on the DJI batteries or batteries like this. You hit the button, it says okay, it's 4 out of 5.
What's
Yeah.
that battery for?
This is a V-mount battery, so this powers this monitor and a bunch of other, like pretty much anything really. But these guys don't have that because they call them dumb batteries. So you literally just have to plug these in. Okay, it's at 4.2 volts. It's fully charged.
Boy, there's not much difference, is there?
What do you mean?
Well, 3.8 and 4.2, that's
Yeah.
4.4s.
Yep. So I'll probably do that on this next one, but so you slide this back in. Make sure this is good and tight, because again, if this somehow gets disconnected, then the camera drops, and that's not good.
Batteries drop, you mean?
Well, if this,
Everything drops.
yeah, everything drops. This is kind of annoying. I need to figure out a better system for this. Right now I just have to put tape on it, which kind of sucks.
So this whole rig, is this a one-of-a-kind thing where it's custom built just for you?
Pretty much.
And this is version 2? Because version 1 died?
Yeah, version 1 died, unfortunately. But yeah, this is... they do make... I mean, this drone has obviously been made before, so other people have it, but we have a couple things that are newly designed in ours, like the hot swap and the camera battery and the camera power,
yeah,
which is the plugs in the back. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, this is pretty much kind of a one-of-a-kind thing, which is good and bad. It's nice that we have a custom rig, but then if something breaks, which inevitably it will, then it's pretty hard to fix and replace.
So that's when the backup comes into play.
That's when the backup comes in, which I don't have a backup yet, so. But I don't. Probably need to get one, but I don't really want to.
Telemetry recovered.
Backup Dixie?
Dixie.
Okay, so now again, I got a power up camera. Once camera's on, then I can plug in this cable.
And you said that can fry if you don't do it in this.
What it can do is it can fry the output on the camera. So the camera will still work, but then you just won't be able to like send it out to the monitor, which is obviously pretty important.
Yeah.
So
this is what the camera is seeing right now. Vinny stuck his hand in the way, but see in the baseball park.
okay, that looks better,
And I
right?
think I have pretty bad reflection in this, but I don't know how to do
Go
it.
back over to it. Yeah, but you can kind of see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going. I might I'll do one more like that.
Did you change the aperture?
Haven't really changed much. Okay, I'm recording now. You can see the red light.
Yep, up here.
Up there, okay.
And this is what the director would see if he's directing it and looking at the videos where he's flying. But I think we took a picture of when it takes off. I want to take a picture of what the camera sees when it takes off.
Okay, so it's red over there, right? It says it's recording.
Yep.
So obviously, you know, that changeover took however long, right?
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
couple minutes.
Yeah.
On set, that's like, you know, that's not.
Yeah. When you
The Daisy, we can change batteries and be back up in the air in about 15 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
the speed that we need to get to for this,
yeah.
because that's just how it works.
Daisy's my favorite drone, but it got sick on this
She's a little,
shoot and needs a little R&R.
Alright,
Okay, we'll take a picture of this.
got it.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. So armed. And here we go. How's the picture look? Is that a little darker?
Yeah, it's better. So this is actually the pictures, the view it would be if it was doing a commercial or shooting something. This would be the view. It's not the view he's flying from. That's a different camera. But this is the view that actually is getting recorded. And does the other one get recorded somewhere?
It is. It's being recorded in my goggles.
Okay. So that's the camera in the front of the drone that he flies by is being recorded in his goggles. If you can see what he's doing over here. I don't know if you can see it because it goes pretty fast. So you can see he can't see anything but what the camera's on the front of the drone is seeing, because he has this little cute little mask on, and all the things sticking out are antennas, right, Vinny?
Yep.
And that's a controller thing that he uses. What is this called where you have the head mask?
This is just goggles, I guess, but it's just the FPV is the whole system. So it's
FPV?
first person view, yeah.
First person view, that's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's scary. Vinny, can you kind of fly it for me and hover? You're bringing it back to land?
Yep.
Okay.
That was kicking up a lot.
Maybe move that to the right a little.
Yeah. That was getting pretty dusty.
Yeah, it kicks up some dust. Okay, it's landing. That's what it's seeing.
You should have talked to him. Let him concentrate on his There you go.
Okay.
One down.
So you're going to test the battery again.
So now,
Where's the this is the battery for the head thing, right?
that's the, yep. Thanks.
Thanks for the show.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you doing commercial stuff or just?
Yeah. We mainly do commercial work, and then we were out here for a job, and then we're based in Austin.
Oh, is that right?
But my brother lives down here, and then these guys live in Colorado, and so came down, and now I'm kind of showing them the whole thing. But yeah, it's a
Yeah.
we use it for commercial rigs and documentaries and stuff. So
Very cool.
So-
Yeah, it looks like you've got some great equipment.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
lot.
Let me watch.
Yeah, of course. Have a good day.
Hey, enjoy it.
I like your rig.
Oh yeah. This one's fun too.
That's pretty cool. Is that electric too?
It is. Yeah. I wish, I dream about getting something like this set up where I can fly, But,
Just put
Yeah.
wings on it. That's all you need.
Give it
almost
time, give it
flies,
time.
but not really. Now, if only I could get paid to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. That's a pretty unique rig there too.
You got a cold sore too.
Is it coming?
You got cold sore?
Yep.
So I can feel it burning.
Honey, you had to do that. Now look at my eyes. They're just burning nuts.
Okay, so now
Just the battery. Oh, you guys take the tape off.
Tape
Yeah,
off.
you need something else there, big guy.
it's not a very good system. Okay, so we'll test the battery. Let's see.
Does it show you somewhere what your batteries are showing when on your head gear or something?
Yep. So that's 3.818. So that's exactly where we need to be. So that one can be marked as.
Now, is that source parallel or a series for the batteries?
I believe it's parallel. Would make more sense to me. can show you what it looks like.
It looks like
Well, it's not gonna look like much right now, but. Okay,
new battery.
new battery.
So this you didn't have made. That comes with it or came with it?
Yeah, came with it. Mhm. And so, like I said, yeah, I have 2 of these. So yeah. slide
Power
this
is
in.
the front or the. Is that just your marking so you know which way? to
Yeah,
put it
it's
in?
just, it kind of goes in one way, and it's one less thing to screw up if I label it when you're getting yelled at and gotta go fast. So you put that on. Where'd my tape go? Oh, I put it on the prop. So yeah, we need to figure out a better system for this. But currently, you're looking at it, which isn't great. Okay, so then this goes back in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna change.
Filters?
Yeah, I'm gonna change. So we haven't done a lot of tests as far as having the aperture really open. So we've been shooting it, like I said, like a 5.6 to an 8. And so the reason you do that is, you know, if you're like we were shooting the vehicles going, you know, ripping around. If you're not shooting at the right f-stop or aperture,